Buenas noches, mi gente, and welcome to UCTV, brought to you by Coalicion, Unida. UCTV was started with a goal, una meta, to entertain, educate, and unite during a time when we couldn't even leave the house because of the pandemic. But now that we're finally seeing the light, get vaccinated! We decided to add more fabulousness to the show. So here we are. If you're enjoying our show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss a single episode. Yo soy FayWhat! Oh, you're looking at my crown? This? No. Let me rewind that. Yo soy Mother Earth. You know, I don't really need an excuse to wear a crown. But I am just celebrating that it's Earth Day, and I am just playing the role of Mother Earth. Again, anything to wear a crown. So today we celebrate Earth Day, and who knows more about our Mother Earth than those that protect her with action, our indigenous community. We're going to speak to a very good friend of ours and fellow board member from Unity Coalition about the things that we can do to help and support in this cause. And of course, we're going to end the show with a bit of humor, with a segment that we like to call, What Do You Meme? But first, so every year on Earth Day, I always plant a tree or hug a tree or wear a crown, right? Because Earth Day is like a birthday for Earth to me. It's a day to remember to take care of our natural resources and help strengthen our resolve to reduce, reuse, and recycle. We can always do more, and it takes very little effort. So why don't we do more? And how do we go about doing more? Our friend is going to shed some light on this subject and a whole lot more. So let's get to it. Our guest today is Reverend Houston R. Cypress, and he is a two-spirit poet, an artist, a filmmaker, an environmentalist from the Otter clan of the Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida. And art is all about it. Conflict management, facilitation, multimedia communications, gender diversity, and spirituality are priorities that he contributes to via local, regional, and international organization. He does it all. And he invites you to join him in creating portals between worlds. So we're going to welcome to UCTV our friend and colleague, Reverend Houston Cypress.
Hey, FayWhat.
You can call me. You can call me Mother Earth today, Cypress.
Mother Earth, happy Earth Day, happy birthday, congratulations. You're looking good.
Thank you, Papi, and you're always looking good. Loving the earrings.
Yeah, I had to put something on, look extra fabulous.
Yeah. You're so cute. I am good. Thank you for saying yes, and thank you for being such an amazing supporter of UCTV. Like, ever since we started, you were like our number one fan, like telling us when we messed up and telling us when we were doing good. So thank you so much for that.
No, let me tell you, I really appreciate what UCTV, Unity Coalition TV is doing. Like, y'all are like having the best conversations. I've been really enjoying the episodes and the new relaunch. So thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you, Papi. Thank you. So let's get to it. It's Earth Day. And as the environmentalist from the Otter clan of the Miccosukee tribe, how did you celebrate Earth Day today?
Check it out. There is an amazing galactic event that's going on right now. This is the Lyrids meteor shower. So if you can find some place where the city lights aren't so bright, check it out. This is the Lyris meteor shower. There's like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 meteor showers during the whole year, and this is one of the most spectacular. So I'm going to be heading out to the Big Cypress later today to one of the campsites and checking out the galactic show.
Oh, wow, that sounds incredible. So let's talk a little bit about your land. I mean, as the environmentalist from the Otter Clan, how is your land being threatened these days?
Let me tell you, like,
where do you begin, right? You're like, where do I begin, FayWhat?
But let me tell you, like, I want to invite you to the Big Cypress. The Big Cypress National Preserve has a variety of options for you to enjoy. You can go camping, you can go hiking. But the reason I want you to fall in love with the Big Cypress National Preserve is that right now we're concerned that there's going to be a potential for oil drilling that's going to mess up the terrain, the sacred lands. And so we're trying our best to prevent oil drilling in the Big Cypress. That's the current threat, and that's the current action that we are organizing around these days. So come on out, fall in love with the place, and you can have a better understanding of what's at stake. So come on out to Big Cypress.
And so I know that you had an event a couple of days ago, didn't you? Like 2 weeks ago, you had the Hands Across the Alley.
Yeah, that's right. We did a demonstration on Alligator Alley because we wanted to show people what's at stake. So we got all our friends together, we got all our banners, and we made a statement. And so we did the rally. There was an afternoon rally, but we also wanted to let people know like what's going on. So we did a morning hike, and so that way people can understand what's at stake. But really, we got together last weekend at the Alligator Alley, and we wanted to let everybody know that we love these places, that we care for these places, and we don't want these places degraded by oil drilling or other threats. So come on out, see what's at stake, fall in love with the place, and you can have a good time too.
So Houston. So what indicators do your indigenous community use to measure the change in the environment? Like why would, I get it. Like, why would anybody want to have oil on these incredible parks and land? But how do you guys measure the change, and like where do you see the changes of people affecting our livelihood with our land?
So check it out. I'm really happy that the Miccosukee tribe is a leader in environmental restoration, because one of the things that we're tracking is how clean is the water and what are we measuring. So one of the things that we're measuring is phosphorus. And I'm really happy that the indigenous community like the Miccosukee tribe and the Seminole tribe are setting the standards for restoration. So if you really want to know how you can support a healthy, thriving Everglades, check in with the indigenous communities. They're doing great science. They're doing great projects. So check in with them. But really, we want the water clean. We want no invasive species. And we want to respect indigenous rights, because the indigenous people care for these lands. So if you want to know what's going on, check in with the Miccosukee tribe and the Seminole tribe and see what you can do to support their scientific efforts.
What do you think it's going to take, in your own personal opinion, Houston? What do you think it's going to take for people to take like global warming and things that threaten our land and all this kind of stuff? What do you think it's going to take for people to take the environment seriously?
So like I look at things like on two different levels. There's the personal level that we can do. There's personal actions that we can take, because so much of this energy, so much of the extraction is because of the lifestyle that we demand. So we can make better choices and things, but really, we have to hold the corporations accountable. The corporations are the ones that have such big impact on the environment. And so we really have to hold our corporations accountable. And I'm hopeful, because we're looking at the situation with Georgia and the political situation. And look, corporations can make a stand and effect positive change. So you can make personal choices on the way you live your life, but definitely we got to hold the corporations accountable.
Do you know any corporations off the top of the head, off the top of your head? Sorry to like just jump this on you, but like, do you know any organizations that like we should be supporting that actually do care about our environment, that do care about our land?
So check it out. Like I have my own nonprofit that I'm operating. It's called Love the Everglades Movement. And what we're trying to do is give respect to the indigenous communities. So if you want to know what's going on here in South Florida and the Everglades, check in with my nonprofit. It's called Love the Everglades Movement. But aside from what I got going on, there's amazing organizations that you can tap into, such as the Everglades Coalition. There's like 57 organizations up in there, and they're doing great work. So really, my slogan when it comes to the environment is do what you can with what you've got where you are. And it's a really empowering slogan. So what can you do and how can I support you?
And that was going to be my next question. Like, what can someone like as one, some wonderful human being do like on a smaller scale? I mean, it should be our responsibility, no?
Yeah, I think so. But like, look, one of the most important things that you can do is have a personal connection with these places. So come on out. Really, come on out to Big Cypress, come on out to the Everglades, come on out to Lake Okeechobee, and get familiar with these places, because how can you care about these places if you've never been there? So this is your invitation. I'm inviting you to come out and join me in the Greater Everglades. It would be my honor to show you around.
How wonderful is that? So you heard it right here from our Reverend Cypress. I mean, like, you know that Houston Cypress will definitely be like one of the best tour guides ever. Like people are getting vaccinated, people are traveling again, and South Florida is just one of the #1 destinations for tourists. So when you come here and you hang on the beach, get your butt over to the Everglades too. I mean, because it's just incredible. I went to the Everglades a couple of weeks ago, and man, the trails and just the butterflies and the birds and the alligators. But it's like incredible.
Let me tell you, I'm really happy to take new people out to the Everglades all the time. But let me tell you, people act like there's going to be like alligators fighting with pythons or something. You never know. But like, really, it's awaiting you, and it's waiting for your connection. So come on out. Let's have a good time.
Definitely. And so make sure that you look up make sure that you look up Houston on his all his social media platforms and follow him.
And definitely check me out at Love the Everglades Movement. Come on through.
He's always doing something fun. And, again, it is our responsibility to come together and protect our land and to be able to leave it better than what it was for our generations and future generations to come. Houston, thank you so much for your passion and devotion to Mother Earth.
FayWhat? You're looking good over there, Mother Earth. You're looking good over there. You're sparkling. You're cute. I like your green. Hey.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, Papi. And we will see you in the future for sure.
I'll see you soon. Happy Earth Day, everybody.
Qué lindo. I love Houston. He's just so awesome. So, and also, cause you lazy, cause I know that you guys are lazy. I'm actually saying you guys and talking to myself because I'm lazy. Yeah. All right. So, lazy ways to save the planet. I just wanted to give you like a couple of little examples because I mean, it sometimes seems like bigger than us, right? Where it's like, wow, but the Everglades, it's acres and acres. How could I help them? Or wow, this planet, like, there's going to be other people to take care of it. Why should I worry? We should all worry, right? If you have children, if you have a niece and nephew, if you have a goddaughter that you love, you want to have them live in a wonderful planet full of clean air and clean water. And that might not be the case in the future. So here are a couple of little things that you can do, all right? Right there in the comforts of your own little space and little crew and community for lazy people like me. So, numero uno, take your mug to work, right? So instead of like the styrofoam cups or the cups that you get at any of those coffee places, I'm not going to mention them because they ain't paying for sponsorship. So instead of using those cups, take your own mug to work, all right? And that way you don't have to use the styrofoam cups at work either. You have your own little cup. And if you're a dog lover, get one with a paw on it. If you like love shoes, get one with a shoe on it. If you hate people, I hate people. They have mugs with all kinds of slogans on them. That's your little way to help the environment. You also can go meatless Mondays, all right? So on Monday, maybe you don't eat meat. So maybe it's salad day. Hey, I don't know about you, but quarantine gave me an extra 12.5 pounds. Really 15. but I don't want anybody to know. Meatless Monday, so you just have salad one day. Another way that you can help the environment, pay your bills online so that paper statement does not come to you at home. You're paying all your bills anyway online, really? Like, you don't trust them, you gotta see it in print. Just change it all to pay your bills online and you'll be saving a bunch of trees. Recycling, do you recycle? Most places here actually force you to, so why not do it? It doesn't take much to just get an extra bin to throw all your plastics and glass and newspaper, and some places don't even take newspaper anymore, so make sure that you check your local rules and regulations, and when it's time to bring out that recycling, do it. It's good for the environment. Next, something that I fight with my wife about all the time, and I know that you're watching, girl, turn the lights off when you're not in the room. How difficult can this be? Turn the lights off when you're not in the room. And you know, when it comes to that, use energy efficient light bulbs. Okay, they really do come in handy. They help. They're better for the environment. They even help with electricity costs. Reusable water bottles. Like, yeah, I've been getting into the habit of using one bottle. Like, instead of taking like a different bottle every time it finishes, no, I use one bottle and then I fill it up throughout the day. Okay, it may sound as a very minuscule thing to do, but it does help. You know how many plastic bottles you can do just by yourself, go through in a week? How about reusable bags and plastic containers? Do that. You know, when I first met my wife, she put everything in Ziplocs, la pobre. No, we have Tupperware for that. Use them again. Something that you probably didn't even know, laptops use less energy than desktops. See? Look at you. You're on your way to being Greta Thunberg. I love her, by the way. And maybe you won't become her, but that's okay. Me neither. But we're doing our part. So that was our segment on Earth Day, and I think that we learned something. Did you learn something? I think I did. Yeah, for sure. So now I'm going to remind you all that UCTV could not be possible without Unity Coalition. Coalición Unida, we love you. Coalición Unida, representing Latinx, Hispanic, and Indigenous LGBTQ leadership and pride, inequality, education, and empowerment since 2002. So take our online survey and tell us how we're doing, what we can do better, and what you want to see for 2021. You will qualify for some UCCU vintage swag. I know you want it. Realiza nuestra encuesta en línea. Dinos cómo estamos haciendo, cómo mejorar y lo que quieren ver como programación en este nuevo año. Calificarás para ganar un regalo de UCTV. I know you're liking my hat. It's messing up my hair, but that's okay. I think I'll leave it on for a little bit. So go check out unitycoalition.org, siempre ayudando nuestra comunidad. I also want to remind you about UCTV's Micro Giving Fund. So Unity Coalition, Coalición Unida's Micro Giving Incubator Fund is about community building. So it's a startup support and help for businesses of all kinds. Micro giving is most often thought of as a charitable donation of small increments of money from a single donor to a specific recipient. But over the last decade, and especially last year, this giving option has grown and evolved to include a variety of needs, ideas, and resources and funding opportunities for businesses in need. Unity Coalition, Coalición Unida trae micro giving a la comunidad TLGBTQ del sur de la Florida, con un enfoque en lo que las personas necesitan más ahora mismo y la oportunidad de ayudarlo a estar un paso más cerca de la estabilidad, la prosperidad, la revolución y el cumplimiento de sus sueños. It's all about UCTV, and you can get all our information about Unity Coalition, Coalición Unida on our website, unitycoalition.org. So now it is time for our funny segment. Happy dance, happy dance. Happy dance. Again, any reason to put my crown back on. All right, so I love this segment. What do you meme? A look at some of the funniest gay memes out there. Are you ready? I hope so, because here we go. The first one. Mom says, why are all your friends girls? Me. Side eye. By the way, your mom always knows. So, I mean, there's no reason to hide it. Next. When you renew your LGBT contract and you have to face the board of directors, Gaga and Rue, gag. Can you imagine? Next, straight people say, I don't mind gay people. I just wish they wouldn't be so in your face about it. And then you see the straight people. Yeah, on top of each other like that. Luscious right outside the bathroom. Tell me, you've seen it. I've seen it. We should stop and just go, oh yeah, nobody wants to see that. But you know the thing is that us gay people don't mind seeing it, right? Next. So you ever start telling your parents a funny story, but then you remember that happened was very gay? Yes. Been there. Like, yeah, that one time at Pride. Damn, I can't tell that story. Next. The writers. She doesn't like labels. He's just confused. They can't be gay. They dated, blah, blah, blah. She's experimenting. Yeah, okay. Sprinkle. That guy is farting sprinkles right there. ¿Tú lo ves? Yeah, no, not gay at all. Next, me on a camping trip. Are we there yet? Me on a camping trip will be glamping to the fullest extent. Yes, glamping. That's the only way to go, right? Yeah, of course. Next, family member. So when are you going to get a boyfriend? So we all meet him. Me. Do you see my side eye? Yeah, that's the look that I usually give them. Yeah. Or I tell them, I hate men. No, I don't ever say that. No. Next, the doctor says, are you sexually active? The gay woman says yes. The doctor, is there any chance that you could be pregnant? The gay woman, no. And the doctor is like, am I missing something? Yeah, every time I go to the doctor, the same thing happens to me. And I always tell them, like, if there's any way that I'm pregnant, then my wife is going to have a real problem with it. And they usually laugh. And then they're like, oops. So that was our segment, What Do You Meme? If you have an idea or a story that you'd like to share, or you have a funny meme that you really think is going to knock our socks off, then we want to hear about it. Cuéntanos. And it might be featured in one of our upcoming segments. So send them our way on our Instagram page. That's at UCTV_Unity Coalition. So that's it, guys. That was it. That was our show. Man, time flies when you're being earthy. Time flies when you wear a crown. You know, any reason, I'm going to put it back on. So thank you so much to our guest, Reverend Houston Cypress. What an incredible guy. Make sure that you follow him on all social media. He just really is just a gift to the environment and to Mother Earth and to all of us. And of course, we have to say thank you to everyone behind the scenes, behind the cameras, the people who really make this happen. I'm just a puppet. Luis Flores, our producer and director. David Fernandez, our project manager. He picked out my crown. Do you like it? Yeah, he was running all over town with it. I had to steal it off his head and wear it. He might throw some beads when I'm trying to walk down the stairs next we meet, but that's okay. And our very own Herb Sosa, executive producer, thank you for all you do. We love all of you and thank you so much for allowing us to be us. Join us next week when my co-host, the incomparable and the amazing Miss Samantha Letois, is going to be focused on our incredible trans community and what's going on right now in the news and in our community. So don't forget to share, subscribe, and like us on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. Also, make sure that you check out FayWhat on YouTube and all social media outlets. Yo soy FayWhat. Los veo la próxima semana. Aquí mismo, right here on UCTV. Peace out.
Unity Coalition, Coalicion Unida, is advancing equality and fairness for the Hispanic and Indigenous LGBTQ community through education, leadership, and resources since 2002.
UCTV, our weekly online show, bringing you all the best of our organization, the LGBTQ plus community, and our allies.
Celebrate Orgullo is South Florida's Hispanic and Indigenous Pride Festival.
15 días llenos de arte, cultura, comunidad, música y mucho más.
Every October,
celebrate Orgullo.
Unity and diversity. Elevate. A day of workshops, tools, and being nicer to yourself, each other, and the planet. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm being nicer to you, Houston.
And the planet.
And the planet.
Every year, we celebrate our Trans Art Conference and Art Lab Gallery for the trans and non-binary community.
All inclusive, our microgiving incubator fund provides funding and mentoring for startup businesses and continued education to help you achieve your goals. Giving back.
Not only do we support our community in South Florida,
We also do work in Colombia and into South America.
Con recursos comunitarios, mucha ayuda, educación para nuestra comunidad más vulnerable. Estamos también dando equipos de bioseguridad, pero sobre todo mucho amor.
Unity Coalition Coalición Unida es tu organización for the Latinx, Hispanic, Indigenous, and LGBTQ communities.
For more information, go to unitycoalition.org. That's unitycoalition.org.